Since this is one continuous meeting, each person is allowed to give comment once. So if you spoke last Friday in Van Nuys, you will be not be given an opportunity to speak again.
You will have 1 minute for the only item on the agenda, that is the budget itself. So it is quite broad, but it does need to be related to the budget. We also have to and we will let you know if your time is expired. It's not because we don't want to hear from you. It's because, as you can see, there are a lot of people here. There were a lot of people here on Friday, and there are still people outside of this council chamber who would like to speak.
LA Rise is an evidence-based and transformative initiative that connects individuals experiencing homelessness or justice impacted with meaningful employment and long-term support and necessary to succeed. We urge the LA City Council to maintain this funding. If we're serious about reducing homelessness and lifting people out of poverty, we must support this proven solution like LA Rise.
It's Carolina Goodman, CD4, representing the League of Women Voters of Greater Los Angeles. The League has been working with LA Forward's Unarmed Crisis Response Working Group. Thank you to the City Council for recognizing the success of the UMCR pilot during last week's Friday's budget hearing in Van Nuys. You know that UMCR operates in only 6 precincts. The city must expand the program so that behavioral health specialists and community workers can serve more housed and unhoused Angelenos. UMCR saves money, prevents payout settlements for police harm, and saves lives. The League has also partnered with Represent LA. We were shocked not to see a budget allocation for legal consultants and representation for people navigating the federal immigration system. To repeat, please consider expanding the unarmed model of crisis response and add $4 million to the budget for due process for all. Thank you.
It's crucial that the city invest in and not cut the LA Office of Wage Standards. At Kiwa, people who are low-wage workers come into our office every day because they've experienced wage theft by their employer, especially in restaurants and retail. Many of the same people experiencing wage theft and other forms of economic exploitation are also facing threats and realities of policing, eviction, and deportation. In a study Kiwa and the UCLA Labor Center published in 2023, we reaffirmed that low wages and wage theft are inextricably linked to housing insecurity.
We're hearing that there's proposal to cut the Office of Wage Standards by as much as 40%. That office has fluctuated with a 40 to 50% vacancy rate. Cutting it now, including the only position that speaks to the Los Angeles Worker Center Network and helps prevent wage theft in the city, which is a precursor to homelessness, trafficking, and for those that are experiencing that, potentially death. Don't do it, folks. Come talk to us.
Good evening, Honorable Council. My name is Isabel Franz, and I'm here on behalf of UFCW Local 770. While I recognize the difficult position that you all are in with this budget, I want to express our opposition to all of the proposed layoffs, and in particular, the cuts to the Office of Wage Standards. UFCW 770 fought hard to pass the Fair Work Week ordinance to give our members stability and predictability in their work schedules. Without the Office of Wage Standards being properly staffed and funded, this ordinance will go unenforced and our members will suffer.
Good evening. My name is Amy Held. I'm the Executive Director at Larchmont Charter School, and I'm here speaking on behalf of the 700 children ages 9 to 13 years old at our school, Larchmont Charter School, at our Hollywood campus, as well as their concerned parents and staff. When sidewalks in front of our school were completely blocked by an encampment, children had to walk into the street, into traffic to reach the school. We were worried for their safety and the mental health impacts of witnessing tremendous suffering, including drug overdoses, psychotic episodes, and more. We were also really worried for our unhoused neighbors. Inside Safe provided vital housing to all 60 people in that encampment and created a safe, passable sidewalk to our school. Our location in Hollywood is under constant daily pressure of encampment repopulation. Inside Safe has remained engaged to prevent repopulation of the encampment for more than 20 months. We're grateful to our neighbors who received housing and services and to the city for providing it. Please make sure you continue to.
Thank you. And just a reminder, we've got 220 people to get through still. We're going to get through as many as we can, so we ask that you limit your remarks to a minute. Thank you.
I'm sorry, the gentleman who just shouted out, again, in order to facilitate as many public commenters as possible, please do not disrupt this meeting. Thank you. So the disruption is the instruction that the chair has given. So I see that it is Mr. Akili. I'm going to ask politely. Mr. Akili, please do not disrupt this meeting. This is your first and only formal warning. I'm sorry, Speaker. Go ahead.
Sir, this is your last, I ask that you remove him from the meeting so that we can get to the people who have signed up to speak. Thank you.
Buenas tardes a todos. Mi nombre es Brenda Campos y el día de hoy estoy aquí. Y pienso por qué estoy aquí, digo, por lo mismo que estamos todos.
My name is Brenda Campos. Permítame. My name is Brenda Campos.
Spanish, sorry.
My name is Brenda Campos, and I'm here for the same reason that many of people are here.
Estamos teniendo una situación tan triste en nuestra ciudad.
We are having a very sad situation in our city.
Soy parte de la comunidad de Los Ángeles
I am a part of the community of Los Angeles,
y pienso que no estamos hablando también de las personas vulnerables,
and I think that we are not talking about the vulnerable people
con disabilities,
or people with disabilities,
en la tercera edad,
people aging,
personas con low income,
or low-income people.
las cuales trabajan,
They work,
comen,
they eat,
pagan renta.
they pay rent,
Y si seguimos adelante con esto,
and if we keep on going with this, all of this,
un budget tan loco,
with such a crazy budget,
no vamos a llegar a ningún lado, sino vamos a tener más gente en la calle viviendo.
we will go nowhere, but we will have more homeless.
¿Qué ejemplo le estamos dando a nuestros jóvenes?
What example are we giving to our youth?
Que teniendo ustedes el poder de traer a la concejal, no a la concejal, sino a la mayor, estar sentada escuchándonos, aquí están ustedes.
Instead of bringing the mayor being here, sitting with you, it's only you.
Ella es una de las personas que debería estar sentada aquí y no deberían de haber asientos vacíos porque yo soy voluntaria, ninguno me paga y estoy dejando a mi familia por venir a hacer abogacía por mi comunidad.
She should be here sitting, and like me, I am volunteer. Nobody pays for me. I'm just making advocacy for my community.
Lo hago con
Thank
respeto y con mucho amor a mi comunidad.
I do it with respect and a lot of love for my community.
Thank you.
Speaker, your time has expired.
Thank you.
Hola, buenas tardes para todos. Mi nombre es Denis Méndez.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dennis Mendez.
Soy participante del programa de la ciudad INCD5,
I am a participant of the program City 5,
programa que nos ayuda y nos conecta a conseguir viviendas, empleos dignos, comidas calientes y un refugio donde podamos vivir y no pasar las noches en las calles.
This program helps us to get housing, employment, hot meals, and we don't end up on the streets.
Estoy afortunado, el día de mañana voy a recibir un apartamento permanente,
I am lucky because tomorrow I will receive a permanent housing.
pero así como soy afortunado, tenemos a cientos y miles de personas en las calles,
I am lucky, but there are hundreds of thousands of people on the streets.
las cuales no cuentan con una vivienda digna,
They do not have a worth housing,
comida caliente
a hot meal,
y un lugar donde se puedan duchar,
or a place where they can take a shower.
debido a los altos costos que nos están provocando la ciudad.
And it's because the high cost that the city is imposing to us.
Dejar el programa sin fondo
To leave the program without funding,
significa dejar a cientos de personas en condiciones de calles,
it means to put hundreds of people on the streets
sin una voz que las represente o luche cada día por ellas.
without a voice that represents them or fights for their rights.
Antes de dejar el programa sin fondo, deberíamos de pensar cuando nos vamos a nuestras camas, si tenemos personas en las calles que no han comido, personas con problemas de salud mental que están llenando las calles de Los Ángeles sin una voz que los represente.
Before defunding the program, we should think about the people who are on the streets, people who have no meals, people who have mental problems and are on the streets.
I'm a member of the Community Transformation Collective. I'm a preschool teacher, and I support all the education since family child care workers, through all ages, elementaries, middle schools, college. Especially, we need to support the family child care providers because there's the low-income families. If there's no quality, good care for the children, nobody's gonna go work.
Hello, Budget and Finance Committee. My name is Rochelle Callis, and I'm coming from CD8, Marquise Dawson's district. I was coming to speak on this budget proposal. The proposals as of now, they're unsustainable. They maintain the status quo, reduce democracy, civil liberties, and the rule of law. In my community, they didn't close the EDD department. They didn't even close the county building. So I don't understand how any of these services are going to be able to get to my community.
Hello, my name is Gus Seifert. I live in historic Filipino Town, District 13. I'm here to advocate for the Inside Safe program. I've been a homeowner in historic Filipino Town for 12 years, where I live and work. Around 2019, we started having encampments on our block of North Parkview Street and Beverly Boulevard. After 5 or 6 years of living with encampments and everything that goes along with that, I learned of the Inside Safe program and reached out. They showed up within a week and housed most of these people and got them badly needed medical attention while cleaning up our streets and restoring them to the neighborhood I moved into. It was great to see all these people get housing and have an opportunity to get another chance. Please continue funding Inside Safe. Thank you.
I'm here because of the proposed budget cuts to the Department of Disability, specifically the 45% to HIV prevention and harm reduction programs. The cuts will cost lives, plain and simple. LA HIV prevention and harm reduction programs keep people alive. Syringe exchange prevents outbreak, PrEP stops HIV, naloxone reverses overdose deaths in real time. Slashing funds to these programs will cost the city money. It will flood emergency rooms, jails, and morgues. Every HIV infection prevented saves taxpayers money. Every overdose death avoided saves families unspeakable grief.
I'd like to share a letter we recently received from a survivor in our emergency shelter that speaks to the impact of what domestic violence agencies do. She writes, "I want to tell you that before arriving here, I found myself submerged in a storm full of darkness. I couldn't find a way out. I had no hope. I felt alone with my children and very unprotected. When I arrived at shelter, I was afraid of the future. I didn't know what would happen to my life. Rainbow was an oasis in the desert for me, a rainbow after the storm that I decided to leave. Please restore $12.4 million of general funds to the CIFD budget. Thank you."
I'm here today to express our strong opposition to the proposed cuts to the Department on Disability. The proposed reductions to DOD, one of the most critical departments for people with disabilities, unhoused residents, older adults, and individuals living with HIV, are alarming and deeply concerning. These cuts threaten to dismantle vital services and the capacity of the department to meet the needs of some of Los Angeles' most vulnerable communities. We're looking at a proposed 40% budget elimination of DOD's regular staff positions. That's the largest proposed reduction of any city department.
These budget cuts will be devastating to those who are trying to flee and find a safe and confidential location for them and their families, which in our shelter, they're also allowed to and able to bring their pets with them. So if these cuts are, and they have no shelter, they will have nowhere to go. I have heard continuously from our participants that if it wasn't because of Rainbow, they wouldn't know where to go.